You know, when I talk to most people about what type of computer to get, I often default to laptop. And let's face it, most people do get that mobile computing experience. But there's still a place for the desktop computer. And when it comes to desktops, do you get ones that sit on the floor? Or do you get ones like the iMacs that are stand up and they put on the desk? Well, today we're taking a look at a beautiful piece of technology, which is a desktop computer. All of the computers built into this beautiful 23-inch monitor. This one from ASUS, it's called their Zen AiO. It almost sounds like iOS, like the operating system.
Yes, but it is part of their Zen line. And you know, I really like the Zen line. You got the Zen book, you got the Zen watch, you got the Zen phone, and now we have a Zen all-in-one. So they've really encapsulated all the different types of product categories under that Zen line, and this is a beautiful machine.
It is, and what I love about it is that it's also touchscreen. So this 23-inch beautiful monitor that is a 4K display, let me add that, is also touchscreen. So you can actually interact with the keyboard and the mouse, or by touching the screen as well.
Yeah, it's got that 10-point touch. So you got 10 fingers, now you can really like interact, almost like Minority Report style with the thing. So you get a lot of options in terms of how you want to interact with the computer. Of course, you have a keyboard, you have the mouse, and now you can touch. So a lot of different ways depending on how you want to
and really optimize for that Windows 10 experience, I think, and that's what it comes loaded with. One of the things we have to mention is the specs that's under the hood here, and this thing does come fully loaded. First of all, i7 processor, so Intel's fastest processor on the market, super nice. It's also got 32 gigs of RAM built into it, and what I liked, a very fast SSD 512 gig hard drive.
Yeah, it is fully loaded, like 32 gigs of RAM. And that's important because when you buy an all-in-one, you really don't have that options to upgrade it. So even if you say only need 16 gigs, I would get 32 because you know it's going to be able to survive for the next couple of years. And that's really important when you purchase an all-in-one.
So the type of person that might be looking for this, and what I think is this would be a great computer to put in the kitchen. I really love the touch screen to be able to interact with things like recipes, also a nice family area where people could come and get access to the internet, leave messages, you know, work on word processing, that kind of thing. Also in a small office, you know, I think that this would be a nice addition to a home office computer as well.
For me, personally, if you're in like a production kind of environment, whether you're an audio editor or a video editor, this is a great machine. Because you got that touch ability, you got a lot under the hood, and you got a beautiful display, a 4K, you know, display with 185 pixels per inch. This makes a great machine if you're a creative type that uses, say, something like the Adobe Creative Suite.
So one of the things we should mention is that as far as design goes too, they put a lot of thought into the Zen line. I really liked where they put the pivot point on this because it's really easy. A lot of times when I see pivots on monitors, the whole stand kind of wobbles, but I can move this back and forth really easily, which is nice because you can adjust it to your proper viewing angle.
Another great thing that I love, it is running Windows 10 and it has a camera that does 3D facial recognition. So when you sit down, it will recognize your face and unlock the computer. Not only that, it has 2 dual microphones, so you can take full advantage of Cortana because now you can talk to your computer and it can almost dictate and get all the commands like you would with like Siri or Google.
And I'll just mention one last thing. It also has an HDMI import, so if you wanted to take a source like from either TV or potentially you know, a CD player, DVD player, Blu-ray player, you could actually have content playing to this as well, which I thought was very cool.
Yeah, so it's like an external monitor.
So if you're not thinking about getting a laptop computer and you want to look at desktops, the all-in-one built-ins is a nice alternative solution. This one from ASUS, it's the Zen AiO. AiO.
AiO? AiO? AiO?